Hey guys, today I thought we'd take a look at the next couple sets that they're going to release here soon. The first one being Shrouded Fable, which is a specialty set, and then the next set is Stellar Crown, which is a main set. And I know on the Japanese side of things, these sets have already been released. So for Shrouded Fable, it's called Night Wanderer, and then for Stellar Crown, it's called Stellar Miracle. And to be honest, I never really make videos like these of sets that haven't been released yet on the English side because I don't really see the need to. For one, I don't pay attention to the Japanese side of Pokemon because I don't really buy any Japanese products, so I don't really see the need to. I could, look at these sets on the Japanese side and kind of know if, on the English side it's going to be a good set or not. But I usually just wait until the set's released on the English side to talk about them because I don't really see it being that relevant to talk about until it gets released, other than just speculation. But today I thought we'd just do something different and take a look at these sets together because honestly, I haven't really been paying attention to any of these new sets, so I don't really know what's in them. So I guess this is kind of like a first look thing. So Shrouded Fable, you can see it's going to release here in just like a week from now on August 2nd. So it'll be kind of exciting to see how this set does. Now, like I said, this is a specialty set, so there's no booster boxes. There's only Elite Trainer boxes available. So if you're going to invest into this set, you're probably looking at Elite Trainer boxes, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. I don't know if they're actually available or not. I haven't even checked, to be honest. But we're going to take a look at these sets to see what I think these sets are going to do, or if they're even good sets, and just my opinion on them. And then talk about pre-ordering, which I'm going to get to after I show you guys these sets. So I guess I'll just exit out of this tab here. And let's look at the set list. Now, to be honest with you, I don't really know much about the Japanese side, like I said, and I'm not really sure how things convert and translate over to the English side. I do know sometimes how it works is that for the Japanese side, they release like a lot of sets, and for the English side, they sometimes combine, I think, some Japanese sets together to make an English set. I think that's sometimes how it works, so I don't know if these cards are 100%, or all of the cards that are shown here are all 100% accurate and up to date yet. But we're just going to base off of what I see here on the set list. So I'm using this website, which I think is pretty popular to see, I guess, the cards that are going to be on the English side of things. So I'm just going to skim through just the common cards because there's nothing really that interesting here. And we're going to take a look at the illustration rares and stuff of that nature because those are the cards that I think people really care about. So I'm going to keep scrolling here. Okay, so the illustration rares. Let's take a look at this. So this I did see is pretty small. I think for the Japanese side of things, I think for the main set, it's only 64 cards. And then I don't know how many, I guess, secret rares there are. But it is a pretty small set in comparison to, I guess, other ones, in my opinion. Because 64 cards is really not much. But I guess that's kind of normal maybe for a specialty set. So just taking a look at the artwork. Because obviously, there's other stuff that could take, could be in play. Like competitive cards and stuff, which I don't know anything about. But I'm just basing off of artwork here. So just looking at these artworks. Honestly, they look great in my opinion. I especially like a few of the cards here. One of the cards I really like is this Cresselia. I think this card looks really nice. I know it looks maybe kind of plain, but just how, I don't know, it just looks really cool in my opinion. I really also like this Persian here, just looking out into the city. Also like this card. Is this, I know this is Axew, but is the evolution called Fracture or something? I don't really know. My Pokemon knowledge might be kind of foggy here, but I think the artwork looks nice for the illustration rares. Yeah, there's nothing really to complain about. I don't think any of these are particularly bad from what I see. Looking at the full arts, I mean, I never honestly really cared for full arts. They're just kind of boring in my opinion, especially with, the illustration rares now. So nothing really to see here. Full art supporters, you can see. There's none of the really, I guess, I'm not even going to say the name, but, the girl trainer cards that sometimes get really, expensive. Don't really see any of those here. For the special illustration rares, honestly, these look kind of mid, to be honest with you. From what I'm seeing, there's nothing really here that stands out. I think, if anything, the illustration rares look better than the special illustration rares, at least what I'm seeing here. For the supporters, I think this one actually looks pretty cool. There's like a bunch of like charts and graphs and stuff. I think it looks like a decent card. For gold cards, nothing really here that's special. So, like I said, there's really not much to talk about. This is why I usually don't make videos like these, but just, I guess, my opinion about the set so far. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more, cards in the set other than just this. But it looks like, an okay set. There's only, I guess, only these cards I would say that are even worth, getting in the set, because everything else that I'm seeing is kind of mid. But like I said, I think there's probably more cards that are going to come out on the English side that haven't been shown yet. So there's really not much to say here. But I did want to show you, I guess, what you can pre-order. So this is pretty much the cheapest I've seen for these Elite Trainer boxes. $365 for a case. Now these, I think the MSRP is 50 bucks. Now I don't really know if they ever really sell for MSRP, but you know, getting these boxes for around $36 I guess is pretty cheap. But you know, who really knows how the set's going to do? And from what I'm seeing, this set doesn't look that great. Like in my opinion, like this illustration rays are cool, but everything else is whatever. So I would kind of wait to pre-order on this stuff, and I guess I'll talk more about pre-ordering after I go over Stellar Crown and talk about kind of my opinions on, I guess, pre-ordering stuff. So yeah, you can see here you can get it for this price if you do want to pre-order, but I'm personally not going to pre-order this set. And the next set we're going to just quickly talk about is Stellar Crown. So you can see this set is going to release a little bit later, September 13th. And then we're going to take a look at the set list, same thing. I'm just going to skim over the common cards that no one really cares about, and just skim all the way to the illustration rares. Okay, just keep scrolling. Alright, so getting to the illustration rares. So, just based on the card artwork, I think this set is actually, you know, just by looking at it, has some really nice artwork. The Bulbasaur here, I feel like is probably going to be a pretty popular Pokemon. Same thing with Squirtle here, you know, just, you know, the starter Pokemon, they're going to probably be popular, and especially the artwork actually really nice on these. And just overall, I think the artwork's great. I think, honestly, the artwork is slowly improving in the Scarlet and Violet era. Like, I just feel like generally these artworks are just much more nicer. I feel like more collectible artworks than, you know, some of the other ones from early on in Scarlet and Violet, at least in my opinion. Like I said, those sets aren't bad, but I just feel like it's getting better. Full arts, you know what? These full arts, compared to the other set, honestly look a little bit better, like these ones right here. But full arts to me are just whatever, but these ones are actually kind of cool. For supporter cards, now, like I said, I'm not going to say the name of it, but for, you know, some people collect the girl supporter cards or whatever. It has a couple here. It has some special illustration rares, which honestly, I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like the illustration rares actually look a lot nicer than the special illustration rares for these sets. Like, these just seem like there's too much going on, especially like on this card. So I feel like cards like these where it's nice and clean, I just feel like these look a lot nicer and honestly, in my opinion, more collectible. But yeah, and then there's this couple, I guess, other special illustration rares for supporters. You can see, I don't really know honestly the names of these cards. But yeah, this set, I mean, so far from looking at it, like I said, there's probably more cards that are going to get released because this set is, you know, not going to get released until September. So there's probably going to be more cards that are going to show up in this set. But overall, the sentiment for the set, I mean, so far looks good. For the booster boxes for pre-ordering, you can see here, Stellar Crown, you can get them, and this is pretty much the cheapest I've seen from a reputable place. It's $600 for a case of booster boxes, which is pretty good. You probably can maybe get them cheaper, depending on how the set does. But we can see from Twilight Masquerade that, you know, once a set, you know, seems to be getting pretty popular, it is kind of hard to find these boxes or the booster box cases for around $600. They sell it kind of quick, but that's no FOMO stuff. So I guess now I'm going to talk about pre-ordering and whether I do it or not. So usually what I like to do is, you know, for the most part, you can get the prices. I feel like for the most part, you can get prices from pre-orders usually within the next, like, I guess, few weeks a set comes out. I feel like you can get it for the same price if you were to pre-order it. So usually what I like to do is I don't pre-order. I really never pre-order anything other than in the past I've pre-ordered Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. I don't really buy those anymore. Yeah, I don't pre-order. You can if you want, but I find it that I like to wait until the sets come out and kind of see how the prices of the cards kind of come up, because that kind of gives somewhat of a sentiment of how the set is perceived. So I like to do that. Now, obviously, you know, you can look at the Japanese side of things and see the expensive cards and kind of get an idea of what that's going to kind of be like on the English side. But me, I don't really see the need to rush and pre-order a product, especially like the specialty set, Shrouded Fable. I really, honestly, if I were to you, I really wouldn't pre-order like a specialty set like that. From what I'm seeing, it doesn't look that great. Like something where like 151's like, oh my gosh, I need this. I would honestly wait. These prices for pre-orders that I'm seeing don't look like it's anything that special. I'm pretty sure you could probably wait until the set releases and get the same price. So that's just my opinion. I'd wait until the set comes out to see what the sentiment is on the set. So that's just my opinion. So yes, this video was kind of, I guess, not really, I didn't really say much because honestly, like I said, I usually just wait until these sets come out on the English side to talk about them, but I just wanted to, I guess, quickly look at these sets and talk about them a little bit and talk about pre-ordering in this video. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.